Darling, can't you see? I'd do anything you want me to. I tell myself I'm getting in too deep, that I'm falling apart every time you look at me. Every time you look at me.
Who gives this woman to be wed?
My son and I do.
Thank you. You may be seated. Let me help you up. Okay. Good afternoon. We are gathered here today not to witness the beginning of what will be. We are here to witness and celebrate with Pat and Danyell, their families and friends, the wondrous and joyful occurrence that has already begun in their lives. The power of marriage is the emergence of the larger self. It is the finding of one's life by losing it in another's. Such is the privilege of husband and wife, to be each himself, herself, and yet another, to face the world strong with the courage of two. Trust is the foundation of love. We must be completely at ease with the bearing of our vulnerabilities with each other and knowing that strength will be returned as a result of the love that we share. Relationships take effort and require focus on your partner's needs and desires above your own. I will share with you a poem that captures the essence of this. It's titled, "The Art of a Good Marriage" by Wilfred Arlen Peterson. The little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, "I love you," at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's never taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have the wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and my favorite, a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is finding room for the things of the Spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. Both of you have experienced many things in life up to this point. Wonderful experiences, scary experiences, tragedy and joy. Now the both of you get to share new experiences together, making the journey more powerful than it would have been had you done it apart. Relationships take work in order to grow stronger over time. It doesn't take much as long as you're always tending to it. Because of my steadfast belief in that communication is the root cause for success or failure in relationships, I offer this one piece of marital advice. Because we're not mind readers, and the fact that the problem rarely gets better with time or silence. My bride and I made a promise to each other at the beginning of our marriage. It has served us well, and I hereby challenge you two to do the same. We promised to never go to bed angry at each other. That was in the poem, right? It really strikes home for me because it's connected to what I believe. And instead, we would listen to each other and find a way to reconcile our differences, even if that meant drinking all the coffee in the house and seeing the sunrise. Admittedly, we have failed a couple times. However, the most important thing to think of here is that we don't even know what we failed over. It wasn't even a big deal. We just know that we broke our promise to each other, and that was the big deal. Remember that even when you have a difference of opinion or opposing ideas, it strengthens your relationship by having healthy debates. The key to a healthy debate, though, is to seek first understanding, then to be understood. This is why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. We're supposed to listen twice as hard as we speak. Always remember that you have chosen each other to share this journey of life and that you are a team, a winning team. Teams win because of their faith and confidence and trust in each other and their unwavering devotion. Traditionally, at least in the movies, I'm now supposed to ask if anyone can show any just cause why this couple should not be lawfully joined together. Speak now or forever hold your peace, but I'm not asking that question here today. Because it really has no bearing on the couple's marriage. There's no secrets between the bride and groom. If you have a problem with this, see me immediately following the ceremony outside and we'll settle this like men. Now, for the part that makes you forever binding in the eyes of all your witnesses. Ready? Danyell, repeat after me. I, Danyell, take you, Pat.
I, Danyell, take you, Pat,
To be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
It is with the deepest joy
It is with the deepest joy
that I receive you into my life,
that I receive you into my life,
that together we may be one.
that together we may be one.
I promise you my love,
I promise you my love,
my fullest devotion,
my fullest devotion,
my tenderness and care.
my tenderness and care.
I pledge to you my life
I pledge to you my life
as a loving and faithful wife.
as a loving and faithful wife.
Pat, repeat after me. You're gonna do this. Are you ready?
Your face is bright red.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I, Pat,
I, Pat,
take you, Danyell,
take you, Danyell,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
It is with the deepest joy
It's with the deepest joy
that I receive you into my life.
that I receive with what?
That I receive you into my life.
That I receive you into my life.
That together we may be one.
That together we may be one.
I promise you my love,
I promise you my love,
my fullest devotion,
my fullest devotion,
my tenderness and care.
my tenderness and care.
I pledge to you my life
I pledge to you my life
as a loving and faithful husband.
as a loving and faithful husband.
The tradition of changing rings, well, that's one couples still cherish. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and take the rings. And hold on to them. You don't get to give it to them yet. From the earliest of times, the circle has been chosen as a symbol of eternity, an unbroken and never-ending circle symbolizing a commitment of love that is also never-ending. These rings are the symbols of the vow you've just spoken. May they remind you that marriage is not a destination, but a journey, just a moment-to-moment opportunity to love and to be loved to the best of your ability. As often as either of you looks at this symbol, I hope that you will be reminded of these commitments to one another, which you make today. Also, let me remind you that these are special symbols you will wear before the world, certainly when you go back to your family and friends. In fact, you will notice the response when you walk away from this beautiful place today. For when people look at you, they will look at your hand, and they will notice the ring on your finger. They will know that you belong to someone special, and that someone special belongs to you. So when you place these rings upon each other's fingers, wear them with love and honor. So Pat, you go first. And repeat after me. Go ahead and put it on your finger. And stay right there. Danyell, this is the ring I give you,
Danyell, this is the ring I give you,
my personal gift and my personal promise
my personal gift and my personal promise
of love,
of love,
trust,
trust,
and pride
and pride
that you are my wife.
that you are my wife.
We will wear these rings,
We will wear these rings,
and the world will know
and the world will know
that I'm yours
that I'm yours
and you are mine.
and you're mine, and nobody else's.
You had to, didn't you?
Danyell, in placing the ring on Pat's finger, repeat after me. Pat, this ring I give you,
Pat, this ring I give you,
my personal gift
my personal gift
and my personal promise
and my personal promise
of love,
of love,
trust,
trust,
and pride
and pride
that you are my husband.
that you are my husband.
We will wear these rings,
We will wear these rings,
and the world will know
and the world will know
that I am yours
that I am yours
and you are mine.
and you are mine and no one else.
Pat and Danyell, before your family and friends, you've promised to each other to be one another's lover, companion, and friend. Be each other's partner in parenthood and ally in any conflict. Be one another's greatest fan and best friend. Be each other's consolation in disappointment and accomplice in mischief. Dance like nobody's watching. Sing like nobody's listening. You may kiss the bride. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce you now as husband and wife. Go ahead and turn to face your audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Patrick Devon. Please stand to congratulate the couple as they exit. Go ahead.